Hello everybody, welcome back to BareRose Garage. Whew. I am dusty. What have I been doing? Well, I've been blowing out all of the sand and dirt that's all packed into this car. And it made me think of this video. What is the secret to our cars out here? Now, I can tell this now because the cat's been let out of the bag a little while ago. I live in Idaho, in the upper part of, well, honestly, the Mojave Desert, the Great North American Desert. It runs all the way to Mexico City and all the way up. I can show you right out my door almost where the Great Desert stops. It actually stops in Spencer, Idaho. If you're ever traveling through here and you're on your way to Montana, stop right there and take a look to the south. You'll see the Great North American Desert pan out in front of you. You'll be standing at the very end of it. That runs all the way to Mexico City. So what's that have to do with our cars? It's one of the big secrets of why Idaho cars outlast everywhere else in America, or arguably anywhere. Well, Arizona might have us beat, but they get sunbaked up down there. Anyway, so I'm in here and I'm blowing all this stuff out. Well, there's another factor that factors into this. I'm right next to Yellowstone National Park. Everybody knows Yellowstone, right? Yeah, the big super volcano that's going to go off one of these days and kill us all. Yeah, it's happened quite a few times. How do I know that? Because Yellowstone used to be in Oregon. Now, if you follow the Snake River Valley, because the Snake River just kind of follows on through where Yellowstone used to be. It follows all the way from Oregon, all the way up to where it is now. And it went right through here on its way. Now, every time Yellowstone would go off, it covered everything in volcanic ash that turned into volcanic sand. Now out here, my state is a very poor state. It's all rural. It's all farmland and ranch country. This is an agricultural based state. So we don't have a lot of money here to go around. So we used what we had in the wintertime, because as you can tell, because I'm wearing the minion hat, it gets cold out here. And there's a lot of snow out there. But we don't salt our roads here. What do we use? We use what Yellowstone National Park gave us. Volcanic sand. Yep, that's what we cover our roads with in the wintertime to give us traction. Used to. Now they're starting to truck salt in from Utah. But for years and years, this is what we used on our roads in the wintertime to help give us some traction on that slick and nasty ice. Now I just touched that with my hand, and if you look at it, you can see it's already sucked all of the moisture out of my hand. So as you're driving your car around and it's packing it, because I'm blowing it all out of here. I'm trying to clean up the car enough that I can get in there and undo the front suspension on this without just dirt falling everywhere. So I'm in there digging it out and blowing it out. That sand packs into every nook and cranny, just like dirt does and anything else does. But as you can see on my hand, see, it's turning white. It's sucking the moisture out of my hand, just like it did with this little dart. Everywhere on here that sand was packed in tight and just held in, instead of regular dirt or salt, which corrodes the metal all to pieces, this stuff, again, sucks the moisture out and it keeps the car looking like it does. That's why there's very little rust in this car. And in general, all the cars from this area are like that. Now you will come across some rust, but that's why our cars lasted for so long had to do with the volcanic sand we were putting on the roads instead of salt, and the characteristics of what Yellowstone gave us in that volcanic sand. It sucks the moisture away. So our cars lasted much longer than anywhere else. So if you're looking for a classic car, don't be afraid to look at Idaho. In the meantime, wait. But be careful. A lot of them are still on the road because it's what we got, and we're still using it. It's not an old car. It's the car we're still dependent on and still driving. So I hope that helps everybody out there. In the meantime, get out there and get some metal hot. Even if it is dusty, dirty, nasty sand. We'll catch you on the next one.